All right, good morning. It's the third time I've re-recorded the start. Um, so today was supposed to be a 20-mile run, uh, but I'm having IT band issues, so I decided to cut it short at 6.5 and walk back the rest of the 6.5 to get to 13 miles. I'm doing this out of the realization that this is only a training run. I'm not pushing my breaking point right now. I was talking to one of my running friends earlier who started running out with me, that it's better to go into a race a little undertrained but fully healthy than go to a race, a marathon specifically, overtrained and unhealthy in terms of muscle and tendon health and all that. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed, but I figured that I can always train back up once I let my leg rest and give it the proper time it needs to heal from last week. So I kind of overused it a little bit. Not in the running sense, but it all started from my last run, my 16 miles around my home area. I wouldn't call it a neighborhood, but just the area around my house. And that 16 miles it just didn't go well. And then all things started going poorly. Like my homecoming parade got canceled. But after that, it was kind of fine. My leg just was hurting all day. So I taped in, went to my homecoming football game, marched my show, barely made it through. It hurt like hell. The next day I had my competition for robotics. That kind of sucked. And, well, there were some good things that came out of it. And then the homecoming dance, which was pretty alright. So, yeah, it was pretty interesting. All things considered, it was another homecoming. So, it could have been better, could have been worse, but I got some really cool stuff. I got a cardboard cutout of my head. I got two. And I got one of those, like, the football posters. Yeah, I got one of those too. It's pretty cool, pretty awesome. So, yeah, so overall, it was a pretty good weekend. And then Sunday kind of just chill. And then I tried running again on Tuesday after not running all week. And it didn't really go well. Ran 2.5 miles after try to go 3. Just didn't really work. After like 2 miles, it kind of leg started to hurt a little more than it should have, and it kind of just fell apart. And I just kind of just stopped running for the rest of the week. And so yeah, pretty sucky week in terms of everything. So I'm hoping tomorrow, or at least the rest of today, starts going pretty well and things start happening. I hope. So yeah, a couple did a lot of things actually went pretty well this week. In English class, we started doing a little small writing project from a guy named Argentinian writer named Borges. Basically, we started in our new unit called the identity and self. So we had a project. Basically, Borges wrote this short story about the delineation between his two personalities, a social and an internal personality. And my English teachers tasked us with writing something similar to this. So he gave us a little class on the work on it. So I cracked it out in like the day before it was due, in like maybe 30 minutes, because I felt like it was easy for me to write, because I almost immediately knew what to write about. It all started from like just one line and just like evolved into something really, really cool. And I thought it was awesome. So here it is. So in the story, it's called Spence and I. It's kind of like my nickname, but it's the wrong spelling of it. It's Spence. It's basically just like my name minus the R. So the story is Spence and I. And it reads as follows. To the other one, Spence, and I wrote in parentheses, I wholeheartedly hate the spelling of my name, is to whom things happen. I run the distances and make the tough calls, only to meet Spence waiting in the atrium. Along my miles, I wonder if Spence remembers that he's only a persona of a fractured whole. In lively energy of my early morning, I meet Spence in the atrium waiting for the people he enjoyed to hang around. After the monumental run, they tell him, "Nice job, Spence," and then forget it all happened a moment after. We like to run, and the work we do. They know Spence likes to run and resents us for the hard work we do. I, watching, waiting to console him after the grief he received once they all fade away. We experience every moment together. Spence, the unfeeling, perpetual, loud face, and I, the ever-caring, sensitive, soft core that has been lost, only known to a few. After enduring an onslaught of beatings, Spence stands ever present, never showing emotion, 1,000-yard stare. I take on all anguish, like a small bucket supposed to hold the whole ocean. Spence stands in professional casual or his running gear. I stand beyond view, formless and ever-present. It seems like we can't exist without each other. Spence needs someone who understands him, and I need someone who can protect me. After all the grief, I remind Spence of how he gets through things. Remember what Jimmy Buffett once said: breathe in, breathe out, move on. While I take on what he moves on from, we exist together, Spence the protector and I the bearer. Without Spence, I would crumble away. With him, I can at least fall apart with someone. So, yeah, I wrote that. I thought it was pretty cool. So, as I figure, I'll talk about the story in just 1 second. I just want another point I wanted to point out. I know a lot of people probably hear it, but I am super congested right now. After I got my COVID and flu shot all in one day on Tuesday, it kind of just clogged up, so my sinuses are kind of full. So anyway, my story. So I wrote that in my 5th period English class after my English teacher's telling me, like, oh, you can just do whatever you want in class, just get it done and then do another reading. And I'm like, okay, well then let me just try to write something honest. And I wrote that, and I don't know what got into me, but I was like, all what's it called? All restrictions are just out the window. Just go for it. Just start writing in, and yeah, that's kind of what just spewed out, I guess. So yeah, that was my story. I hope you all liked it. I might post in the description so you guys can actually read it and not hear my crude retelling of it, but I added a lot of pauses, and there was a couple ums that shouldn't have been in there, but yeah, I had fun. So on my run right now, I am on the North Central Railroad Trail that connects from Ashland. I think it's Virginia, but I'm pretty sure it's Maryland. It's Ashland or somewhere in Maryland, and it goes all the way up through PA. So it's that's where I'm doing my marathon. So it's good for me to try out the trail I'm supposed to run on, and yeah, it's beautiful this time of year. It's truly amazing. It's like fall, like in its fullest sense. Like, think of stereotypical fall with a river nearby in the woods. That's what it looks like out here. The leaves are, I mean, it's still kind of cold out, so the leaves aren't really like crunchy as much, but it's really, really cool so far. So my recording stopped when I tried to go back to full screen mode on my phone. So I forgot what I was talking about. Let's talk about how, so when I'm doing these recording run thingies, I like to pause and start again, or pause and like cut almost. Pause my recording basically, because when I'm doing these, I prefer to be alone around me, so no one in front of me and no one behind me. Because as a courtesy to everyone else around, and also because it kind of feels awkward to walk around like, oh, look at my arm, it's all the way out with my phone recording, woo. So, yeah. So on these runs right now, so I was originally running with my cousin. I don't know if I talked about this already, but we had this great idea to do a marathon together. So we started doing training and all that, and turns out that she's having leg problems. Well, worse than my current situation. So it's going to be just me running this in a month. Actually, less than a month now, because it's November 25th is the day. And right now it is, I think, August, wow. October 29th, 28th, I think. I don't know when. The dates just roll by and I just go with the flow. So, did I talk about how I shaved? Well, I got why. Shaved, obviously. I just felt like it was time for me to shave. I don't know. So, I just felt like it was just due time for me to go, because at the beginning of the school year, I was like, I already had like the goatee going. I'm like, hey, screw it, I'm shave the goatee, because I felt, because one of the teachers at my school called me, I aged 20 years over the summer, or 10 years over the summer. I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna shave off the goatee. So I shaved off the beard. And then more recently, I figure, oh well, maybe I just shave off the mustache too, because I don't know. I feel like it was due time for it to happen, because I haven't shaved it since, oh god, I think it was like May, I think is when I shaved my mustache last. So I'm like, yeah, screw it. It goes on Thursday morning, I think, Thursday or Friday. Yeah, it's Thursday. I did it. I'm like, oh, we'll see if anyone notices. And yeah, no one did. No one noticed. So here I am. Oh, let me just stop music again, because I feel like pausing it. So I kind of forgot what I was talking about, because it's been like 3 or 4 minutes since I just paused it. Because, like I said, I want to keep at least like almost. I don't want to keep these just like personal, almost. That like everyone already must like, look, I'm recording a video. Blah. Oh, it's about shape. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, no one really noticed, and I don't know. It just felt weird. But now, clean shaven, I can make my funny faces still, and yeah, kind of just going for the flow for recently. So I guess I'll. Another thing I want to talk about. During these runs, I want to kind of update what I worked on for my NASA project. Like I mentioned, I think it was last week. Yeah, I think it was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, first one. I mentioned my NASA project, which was really cool. So, if you don't know, I am working on making an AI model for astronauts, an AI companion for astronauts. And it's a really big project, and I'm so excited I'm working on it. And this week, for the AI project, I have created a portable development what's the word? Environment for me to work on all these AI stuff. So I have basically a SSD with a whole Linux operating system on it that will run the AI stuff all internally on it. So I can take it and basically plug it to any computer and have it boot to it and call it good. So I'm gonna go into a little technical talk. So if you don't understand it, it's perfectly fine. But long story short, I'm going to create a thing you plug in, and it boots it runs the AI stuff, and it remembers everything. The more technical version of it is I'm creating a Linux environment for me to then turn into a live boot program that boots into the AI companion. And after every conversation, it has data persistence, so it remembers everything, and then will save to the boot file, or save a new boot file for the next run, the next time you turn it on or run it, which is completely awesome. So I'm so excited at where I'm at right now. So I have my preliminary design review coming up in November, which would be really cool. And then I'm going to have my critical design review, I think in December, or going into January in the new year. So it's going to be super exciting. I'm really excited to see how it goes. It's truly something I'm so passionate about. And so for all of the seniors who are watching, and or who are inclined in terms of deadlines for seniors and for applications, November 1st, big old November 1st, in terms of it's a very important day for applications, because most colleges have that as early action deadline. So if you wanted to apply early action to most schools, it's usually November 1st. So as of right now, I have one college that I really want done. Another one I don't want to. Maybe I don't want to go to the honors program, so I don't have to write an essay for it. But that's 600 words I have to write. I feel like doing all that. So I don't want to do a classic fit into the. Oh, I'm a slacker. I'll figure that out another time if the opportunity. But it's low on my list, so I'm not too bothered. But I have one essay I have to get done by Wednesday, and then I'm done with all my November 1st deadlines. And then I just have two applications after that, which is going to be really, really awesome. So it's just Virginia Tech and then Carnegie Mellon are my last two after I finish my WPI one for November 1st. And yeah, it's going to be pretty darn awesome. And my dad said once I finish the Carnegie application, which I'm hoping to get done hopefully in the next week or two, he said he'll buy me the new Spider-Man game. So whoop, whoop, don't have to spend money on it, which is going to be awesome. Which I've been seeing gameplay for it, and it's just so good, and I enjoy the Spider-Man game so much, and I'm just so excited to play it. So there's a little bit of motivation to get stuff done in terms of college applications and all that. And yeah, that's kind of been my week so far. Oh, I guess so far it's the end of the week, but yeah, it's a lot of great stuff happening. I mean, it was a pretty meh week, but there's a lot of good that came out of this week. But I'm still, I mean, the week kind of to be more realistic. Ooh, that scared me. I guess to be more realistic, as I said before I cut off. Let's say there's a lot of haunting, so I guess ghosts flying around this week, if you catch my drift, because it's spooky season and all that. Because obviously that's what makes sense. So after homecoming, some spooky haunts are going on. But all joking aside, it kind of just sucked this week. Congestion happened, the spooky haunts happened. Or ghostings, hint, nudge, nudge. But it's kind of just sucked. But I like to think on the positive end. So there's a lot of good that happened this week. So yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah. Also rocks. These are some cool rocks. Yeah, a lot of things haven't been going my way recently, and I guess this week. Recent as in this week. The week just hasn't really been going my way, but just trying to fight through it, get through things, and just trying to motivate myself to get through, because all of this is just temporary at the moment. It's one more just struggle bus to get to end of application season, just get to the end of high school. We're just trying to get to the finish line at this point. But what I learned from running is you just gotta keep pushing. Even if you have to cut your mileage down, you just gotta. Well, in this case, I'm not cutting down. I'm not cutting in terms of high school and finishing it and getting everything done. But no, I'm pushing to the end. And something that I learned a lot from running is just you just gotta finish. Those are my mom's words. It's just you just gotta. In that exact style, is because you just gotta get to the end. There's no way around it. There's no quitting. You can't quit. You don't want to quit. Why would you quit? You're so close to the end of primary education, secondary education. You're you're there. Just cross the finish line. It's like in a race. You have let's say you're running a 10K, right? 6 miles in. 6.2 is your total. So you're running 6.2. And you want to... Let me think through the answer. Yeah, so you're running 6.2 miles, right? You push through all 6. And you see the finish line. It's only 0.2 miles away. 0.2 miles is really nothing. You gotta think runner's math. It's 0.2 is it's like nothing. You're basically at the finish line at that point. But you still gotta cross it. So you gotta push all the way through. 10K is not 6 miles. It's 6.2 miles. So you gotta push all through all 6.2. Not just 6 and then walk at the end. You gotta finish the job. You didn't spend 13 years of your life, getting through all of your required education just to give up at the end. Like, come on. Hey, that's even a better analogy. You're running a half marathon, 13.1 miles, right? You ran all 13 years, and you just get just a little bit at the end. You gotta finish. You just gotta push. Like, you gotta get through it. You gotta get through all of it in the best way possible. You're going for PR time right there. You're about to hit sub 250, 240. Like, I mean, really good half marathon time right there. But you gotta push all the way through it. And something that I'm telling myself every morning is just one more day. You can get just through one more day, and the next one, and the next one. That's all you gotta get through. Just one more day. And that's what I like to remind myself. And a treat every week is being able to go out and see sights like this. It's just truly amazing. I don't even have to talk for this. I'm just gonna show you what I'm seeing. Amazing. Really, truly awesome out here. Yeah, so all this is pretty good. I mean, so I think I've gone over my normal like 15 minutes of this, but like I really want to showcase all of what I get to see as like almost as like a reward for getting through the week, all week. I showed you guys earlier a little bit ago, like not a little bit ago. Jeez, it was like 2 seconds ago for you guys. For me, it was a while. But I get to. I just running makes me so happy, and I did this on my college apps a bunch. But like being able to go out and just go for a run, go see stuff, which is something that I'm always super excited to do, because I get to walk around the woods, the trails and stuff, and it's just so cool. Despite all the crap that's going on, the IT band that's just like dying right now, and I'm just still going, you know. Oh, Bruins, that's cool. And I'm just still going, you know. You just gotta keep on cooking. Oh, here's some loud running, so I gotta stop real quick. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on around here, but there's like just the sights to see around here. Sun peeking through the trees. It's just like, where else would you rather be than, well, I guess, going on and seeing stuff. So over the course of recording this, I was originally at mile 6.5. That's when I about started. Almost about mile 7. 6 2/3. Right now I'm at mile 9 because I did the start and stop, pause, and keep going through all of this. So it's been 14 minutes on the recording, or probably more because I have two recordings that it stopped at one point. But it's been about like 17-ish minutes, and I'm at mile 9, and I don't know. I don't want to stop recording because like I normally keep these concise, but I just like talking my thoughts right now because I feel like it just feels good. It's what I need, and I guess like just talking and showing other people what I get to talk about. Because a lot of people are like, "What do you do on your long runs? Like, what does it look like?" Well, it looks like this. Well, I mean, I'm walking, but like normally it's a lot more running. But for my just like the injury ones, it just look nice. It's just so beautiful. So much to see, so much to do. Well, not much to do, but it's a lot of seeing out here, and it's better every day. Whenever I go running, it makes me happy, and I think just me sharing some of my joy in a day to all who spend some time to watch this or just see this in the recommended. Sorry, I was really bad cough, but. Who just see it like, oh, I want to see what Spencer's up to. Well, this is what I'm up to. This is just going through and being myself. I'll buy it all alone, but this is my way of sharing. Oh, there goes the. Well, now my camelback is loose. That kind of sucked. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. Even if I am alone out here, I get to talk to someone, albeit no response back. But it's a way for me to get things out of my head and out into the, I guess I wasn't the universe, but like out into like a recording somewhere. Because I think more logically. But out into the world, and just like I have to say stuff to think it through. And I'm a thinker and a talker at the same time, so I talk through my thinking process. Helps a lot with robotics. And so other people be like, oh, well, that's kind of dumb. And have conversations about stuff. So, yeah, I enjoy doing these. I hope you all you'll enjoy listening to me ramble for, I guess now going on to 25 minutes. But yeah, I just can't not smile, and I hope you guys smile a lot today too, and enjoyed me talking about this. I feel like I'm gonna talk like this is the end of the recording. Probably is, but I just want to keep going. You know, it's just this is the happiest I felt in, I think, at least a week and a half. Like more happy than I was on homecoming, which was, that's saying something, because that was pretty cool. Well, yeah, on the dance portion of homecoming and all that stuff that happened at that point. But right now I'm feeling pretty good. You know, I'm just smiling because I want to. You know, I feel good. I don't know. It's good to be out here, and I hope you guys feeling it good. So that was a really weird pause point, because I was like trying to finish my sentence while people were running at me. But yeah, I hope you guys are smiling a lot too. I hope some of this does bring, albeit a small smile or whatever. I hope you guys, like, I hope I help you smile today. That's, I don't know. I feel good. You know. Just good. In a minute I want to stop this, get back to focusing on picking up my pace and hopefully getting back so I can eat. I'm starving right now. I could go for a big champion breakfast right now. I don't know. I feel good. So, yeah. Oh, hold on. I gotta pause this again. One more second. Anyway, I'm stopping a bunch because, I don't know. I'm probably gonna stop this here. So, I hope you all have a great week. And I guess I'll see you guys next week when I actually hit my 20 miles. So, peace.